Yo, what is up, my fellow mercenaries? Mark with Game Boy here, and today I'm coming with guys with a little bit of more unorthodox video compared to what I normally do. Like, I know I'm mainly a gaming and comic book channel, but I'm also a big fan of music. I obviously record my own. Like, I've uploaded my Project Daydreamers on my YouTube channel, which if you guys haven't yet, take a listen to that. It's my suggested video at the end of all of my videos. So yeah, for this video, I'm going to discuss Linkin Park's new album, One More Light, which releases tomorrow, May 19th, or actually tonight at midnight. And I've listened to the leaked copy of it just because I'm a very avid Linkin Park fan, and I gotta say, despite all the hate that it got from its first few singles, especially Heavy featuring Kiara, it was not a great reception by fans and the metal community alike, saying that Linkin Park sold out. But it's one of those things that I've come to notice since Minutes to Midnight. They've changed the style on every album. Like, for me personally, I wasn't exactly a fan of the electronic style that A Thousand Songs took on, but nonetheless, it was still a good album and it had surprises. So for this review, I'm gonna go down track by track and analyze each song with my thoughts. So for the first track is Nobody Can Save Me. On this song, Chester's vocals are pretty good. I mean, my only issue with this song is it's not like a standout song. It's kind of, this one kind of sounds generic a little bit, and I don't know. It's not bad, but it kind of falls on its face in some aspects compared to the rest of the album. Good Goodbye, it's the only rap song on the album. It features Stormzy and Pusha T, and this is one of my favorites on the album because how can you not like Shinoda's rapping? And it has a great flow, great beat, and the collaboration seems seamless. The only critique I have with it is that I wish Shinoda would have had a bigger role in the song, like at least another verse or a bit of a longer verse compared to what he had, because it felt like the feature was a bit too much with this, since Shinoda had like such a small part. I mean, that's partly on me because of the fact that like he's one of my favorite rappers out there, so I want to hear as much as I can of him. Next up, we have Talking to Myself, which was actually a pleasant surprise for me because I wasn't sure what to expect, with most of this album being more leaning towards pop. And Talking to Myself, Chester's vocals really, the the style and the rhythm of his vocals really surprised me and made me like instantly fall in love with the song because of how different and great they are compared to like what Chester's done in the past. It really showcases his full vocal range and gives us a nice little look at how Chester does when he's not screaming being an angsty teen. Next up we have Battle Symphony, which was one of the singles that was already released, and I'd say this is up there with all the other ballads that Linkin Park's done. Little bit more upbeat in an R&B type style, but overall not a bad song. And next we have Invisible, which as soon as it dropped, I fell in love with this song because the Mike on lead vocals is fucking amazing. I remember being amazed when I heard it in between back on Minutes to Midnight. And then on this song, Mike takes over the lead vocals, there's none of Chester, and Mike just goes out there and kills it, and it's amazing. And then the premise behind the song that Mike wrote the song for his kids, it's a great song, great lyrics, and overall, like I say, that's like one of my favorite songs on the album because Mike does it so well. He shows that he could do it all. Just needs to watch his job. And next we have arguably one of my least favorites on the album, which is Heavy featuring Kiara. Now, this isn't inherently a bad song, it just doesn't feel right. Chester feels like he doesn't have a big enough part in the song, so it feels like it's a majority of Kiara. It feels like a Kiara song featuring Chester Bennington. And I like Shinoda's production on this. The beat's solid. I just wish that it would have taken a different stylistic turn because, and I'm not even completely against the collaboration with Kiara. Don't get me wrong on that. I love the way that her voice sounds with Chester. I just wish that Chester would have had a bigger role in the song, so it felt like it was more Linkin Park rather than Kiara featuring Linkin Park. Next up we have Sorry for Now, and this song I like the story behind it because it's kind of like a follow up to Shinoda's Where'd You Go that he did off of Fort Minor, which was like the big hit back in 2005. Like, if you listen to rap music at the time, you knew Where'd You Go. And this song's kind of the follow up to that, and it's a message to his kids, like, that he's sorry right now that he can't be around for them but while he's touring, but he's going to thank them in the long run because of the opportunities that they have because their dad was in Linkin Park. Overall, one of my favorite songs again. I place it right up there with Invisible, but not exactly my favorite song. I have a favorite song further down this track list. Alright, next we have Halfway Right, which was honestly a huge surprise with subject matter and just the tone that Chester took with this song, because I remember Chester talking in an interview about like a lyric snippet of this, and I didn't think much of it. And then actually hearing the song, Chester talking about battling addiction and just being like high out of his mind and not being able to control himself, like it just felt real to me. And overall, a very solid song, and it was a decent surprise on this album because I was not expecting that stylistically or that subject matter at all. Next up, we have One More Light, which is the title track of the album. And I gotta say right now, this song is my favorite off of the album. It's probably my favorite ballad from Linkin Park since The Messenger. And even before that, Leave Out All the Rest. This song, it's just beautiful. It's emotional. And Chester's vocals just made me want to cry from the moment I first heard it. And also, this song seems kind of timely with the passing of Chris Cornell today, because him and Chester were very close before his passing, and I don't know, this song just has so much emotion into it. It feels like the perfect song for this album. It was the perfect song to have as the title track for the album. My only problem is the fact that they have this sitting at track number 9 right now, when I feel like it should have finished out the album at number 10. And at number 10, this song, it falls flat at first when you're listening to the album like track by track, because One More Light is so powerful, and then you have Sharp Edges, which it took me a few listens to get a tone to this song and actually like it, but at first I felt that it kind of failed in comparison compared to One More Light, because it had so much to follow up, because One More Light was such a beautiful track. But Sharp Edges, it's a good song. It talks about like if when you're a child, your parents tell you what's right and wrong, but you go out and you do what you're gonna do and learn for yourself. And overall, the premise behind the song is good. I just feel that it would have done better on a straight album listen if it was at track 9 instead of 10. One More Light definitely should have closed off this album. So overall, I'd rate this album as pretty good, but not the best Linkin Park album. It definitely has its issues and growing pains and stylistic issues, but overall, I would say that I'd rate this album a 7.5 out of 10. Make sure you guys pick up One More Light tomorrow or tonight at midnight, and let me know what you guys think in the comments of it. I know that this is a different direction for Linkin Park, but, you gotta give it a chance. And then, this summer they're gonna be touring with, MGK, who also just had an album drop, Bloom, and then they're also being touring with Snoop Dogg, and I believe Blink-182. So, make sure to check that out. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster, Live Nation, Exciter, StubHub. Check that out and pick up One More Light tomorrow. Each album purchase comes with... each concert ticket purchase comes with a, physical copy of One More Light, so there's your incentive for it. Alright, Murky the Game Boy signing out. Have a nice day, guys.